Never cost you anything.
Okay, wait a sec. Okay, here, this is from the New Testament. In Luke chapter 19, verse 27. But those enemies of mine who did not want me to be king over them, bring them here and kill them in front of me.
What?
Luke chapter 19, verse 2.
But give the context to
Yeah,
the
like
people
give me
around
the
you,
context.
please.
Like I
As
don't
well
even
around
understand.
You put the context. You're the one who has the Holy Ghost, not me.
It's no use.
said I used to.
It's no use.
Yeah, put the
quoting
context,
just
go on.
verses, really.
That's
There's
actually
no
a
point in
parable
just
about
quoting
Jesus.
verses, right?
Yes? And this is what the parable that Jesus told his disciples.
Quote verses in the Quran that can frighten people here.
Yeah, that's fine. We
You
can
know, serious. So let's keep
put
it
it in
real,
the
yeah?
context.
It's in the Bible, look.
This
There's
is,
a lot of verses in the Quran that's very interesting.
yeah.
If you read them just as is.
Do you read the Quran?
I'm busy with it. So it's not
you will
just
love it.
throw those verses around.
I hope you could.
I'll tell you what, you put it in context if you think I've taken it out of context. Go on.
This was the parable. Like, why
Yeah, what does the parable mean? What does it mean? Who is the one who's going to do the killing in that?
You are the one using your own interpretation. That's not what
Say
God-
again?
Use yours, use yours.
No, I don't want to use mine. I want to use
Why did you put it
God's.
in your pocket? I thought you
go
were going to
on,
explain
go
to
on.
us.
Yeah, explain to us.
What does it mean in that parable? Who's going to do the killing here?
Jesus.
By the way, here's basically a Gil's explanation to this entire Bible.
Look, this was a parable about Jesus. Basically.
Thank you. It's about Jesus, right?
No, I said then about Jesus saying, but you don't even let me finish.
Okay, go on.
It was a parable.
Tell me
It was
what does the
not a
parable
real
mean?
story.
Go on, tell me.
It was
What does it mean?
Yeah, this was about Jesus explaining how he forgave someone and let his debt go. And he was giving an example of a lord over a servant who also had someone owe him money to. So the servant was forgiven, or the person was forgiven of his debt, and then someone else, and then he had someone else owe money to him, and he did not forgive, so he was a wicked person.
No, what does it mean? But those enemies of mine who did not want me to be king over them, bring them here and kill them in front of me. What does that mean?
But you've got to read the
Luke chapter
context,
19,
man.
verse
This is
27.
not you, this is not good.
It's verse 27, not 2.
Yeah, use the context. Yeah.
Yeah, this is really not
We're asking you to use the
helpful. This is
context.
not
Why is it not helpful?
because you can't just take Bible verses and now you're
That's
saying-
But I'm asking you to put it in context. I did not say, look, if you think I've taken it out of context, look here, listen to me. If you think I've taken it out of context, then it is up to you as a Christian who has the Holy Ghost to put it in context.
I totally agree with that.
Okay. And by the way, I'll give you the context. This is from
This that I think my knowledge right now
Yeah.
is not at the level to argue with you on this. The same I think with Agnes. I do give it to you. You really understand the Bible, or not understand. No verses in the Bible.
Right.
Not understand.
Do you think I've taken out?
No verses
Do
in
you
the
think I've
Bible.
taken anything out of
That's
context?
it. You, the contextual understanding
He's
of the
reading
Bible,
the
you don't
context
get.
now.
You put it back in your pocket. Why?
Because I don't have time and I can't
No,
read.
I thought you had the Holy Ghost. You could understand the Bible better than
I
me.
used to, but no, again, you don't.
Because
no,
earlier you said I don't have the Holy Ghost and I can't
Verses
understand
in
it,
the
or you
Bible.
implied something like that.
But not understand.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll give you one of the scholars of the Christian Bible who gives you the context of this verse.
I don't care about scholars, man. Just
You don't care about scholars?
Just because someone is a scholar, what do you know
What
about
do you
Jesus?
understand
Okay,
about
okay.
this verse?
You don't want to believe in the scholars. How will you explain this verse then? Tell me.
Really,
Look,
come on.
Jesus was on the earth, and
Yeah.
he was talking about scholars, right? Jewish people.
No, forget about the scholars. I'm telling you this
I want
verse.
to tell you something, okay?
This
I wanna
verse,
tell
how will you explain? That was my first
No,
question
I
to
said
you.
I want to tell you something.
Yeah, you will.
How
After
many
you explain
questions?
this verse, you tell me that.
Okay, I need to give me time to
Yeah,
read
go
it.
on.
Give her a chance.
I did. I did. I gave her the chance to read it and tell me in context while I was speaking to this gentleman here. Okay, while she's looking, I'm going to give you the context of this from someone who is a scholar. I know she doesn't care about scholars, but there are many people who might be watching. They might do care about the scholars. Yes, I agree. This is a parable about Jesus, okay, who told his disciples this. But what is the intention of this particular parable? And this is what Gil's explanation to the entire Bible says. He explains it as follows: that it was that this is what will happen to the Jews when Christ shall come the second time. Jesus will destroy the Jewish nation for rejecting him, and then all the other enemies will be slain and destroyed as well. Death and destruction will be the fate of whoever does not accept Jesus to reign as a warrior king. And this is basically who are the main people who are mentioned in this particular parable. So God here represents the vineyard owner. The tenants are the Jews. The servants are the prophets, and the son is Jesus. So if you think I've taken it out of context, now I've given you the
gotta
context.
go. What happens before that is very important in Revelations and in Daniel.
Okay, what happens before
It
that?
explains that he will spread the word to all the people of the world,
Yeah.
and then they decide
To reject
if they
him.
want to follow him or not.
Yeah.
If you don't follow him, you will have the wrath of God.
This is
If you
exactly what I
follow him,
said.
You are saved, and you are one of him and his children, and he will protect you, and he will save you in the second coming that will come.
And that is what exactly I
And
said.
that
That if you
context
reject
is
him,
understand.
he is going to destroy you,
Yes,
regardless
he
of who you are.
He will,
So
but
don't
he-
say I misunderstood that.
No,
But
no,
that,
but
by the
you
way,
must
that
see
is
the
the New
context.
Testament I've been reading because you've been putting the Old Testament under the bus all this time.
You've got to understand the context.
I
He's
did give you
giving
the
a
context.
choice. And free will is extremely
My friend, I agree with you. I gave you the same context. I gave you the same understanding of the Bible.
If I want to follow Islam
Yes.
or not, that's free will.
Because earlier she said that God is loving, God is loving, God is loving. And then she said God is unconditional love. And even the meaning of love you misunderstood because you said that God loves them, the sinners, but he's going to put them in the hellfire. I mean, what is the point of loving them if you're going to burn them for
He's
eternity?
going to do
I'm not
that.
familiar with this passage.
Say again?
I said I'm not familiar with this passage.
Which passage? You're not familiar with this passage? Okay.
No, that is our
Whether you're
problem
familiar or not, okay, the point which you already agreed before I gave you that passage is that Jesus is going to kill all his enemies who reject him. So you already agree with me.
Do you know that Jesus was talking about condemnation? Have you heard that those people who don't believe me are already condemned? Do you understand that? What does that mean?
If those people who reject Jesus, they are condemned.
Jesus was saying when he was walking in flesh and earth, he said
Yeah.
that those who
By the way, we believe in Jesus as Muslims.
that's not what I'm
No,
saying.
no,
I'm
as a
asking you
prophet.
how you understand.
As a prophet, where did he ever say I am a
We don't
God?
have a problem with that. They
When did
understand.
Jesus ever
We
say, "I'm
agree-
God"?
We agree with Jesus when he says on his life to these people who
You
they
don't
reject
believe
him.
he's the Son of
No,
God?
no, hold on. What we believe his state where he is. Jesus, when he was alive, ministering, and people who they reject him as a Muslim, we don't have a problem of these people. They've been condemned already for not following him and for not obeying him. We don't have a problem with that.
You see, this is what I'm saying. As Muslims, we respect and revere Jesus and Mary.
We are with
Yes,
him,
we do
with
not.
Jesus.
Okay, one second. We respect and revere Jesus and Mary. Yes, we believe in the virgin birth of Jesus. We know he's one of the greatest messengers and a prophet and a Messiah, which the Jews reject, the Muslims accept. So you see, we accept Jesus as a Messiah, as a true Messiah. And as a Messiah, the Jews are still waiting for a Messiah. And you know what? Their definition of Messiah is not someone who is a God or someone to be worshipped. So your understanding of Jesus as God is completely flawed because even Jesus never once claimed that he was God. Why would you believe something Jesus himself never claimed?
So you said you believe Jesus is the Messiah, but then why do you keep practicing your prayer, the Islam practices?
You know, Jesus prayed like us, by the way. At least his prostration was like us, not like the way you do. So whom are we following? In fact, we follow Jesus. Okay, did Jesus eat pork? Wait, did Jesus eat pork? Did he eat pork?
I have no.
I don't think
As a Jew, he did not. Okay,
because he
as
followed the
someone who
Jewish-
follows
yeah,
exactly.
that's true.
So we do not eat pork.
Yeah.
Yes, and this is something very similar again in Islam. And did he worship one God, or did he say this?